Hi there everyone, if you're new around here, my name is Heather Sparkles and I collect vintage toys. The toys I collect mainly come from the 80s and 90s, and I collect them because they just make me really happy, and I think that's reason enough. So if you're intrigued at all, I hope you'll stay around for this video. So for my Sparkle family out there, you guys know that I have had many requests to do more videos about my favorite vintage toys in my collection. So I thought I would do another one of those videos today. Now, most of these toys you guys might have already seen because, I mean, they're my favorites. I can only share my favorites so many times, but I figured not all of you would mind seeing them again because I know how much some of you guys really love some of these. So let's jump into the video. So the first toy I'm going to talk about today is my Magic Nursery pet. So this pet was made in 1990, so it's seriously one of my most favorite pieces in my collection. I just think she's so darn cute. I really love the color of her fur because for me, like, this is like the perfect shade of pink. This is the color I was gonna go for my hair before I got my hair done blonde and decided I really wanted to keep it for a while. So this pet was made in 1990, and basically the Magic Nursery pets are from the Magic Nursery line by Mattel, and they were basically like surprise babies. So like you didn't know what the gender of the baby was gonna be and if they were gonna have a first tooth or other surprising little features. So it was just like a really fun line, and there are YouTubers that have done videos where they've gotten a hold of one still in the box and they showed you like how it worked and everything. Like they had like this special outfit they would wear that would dissolve in water and like reveal other clothes and stuff like that. It was just really neat and creative for the time. So I have the Magic Nursery kitty here. So basically up here, there's like little slits in its head, and the ears would be tucked in there, and it would just be the ribbons that you would like kind of pull up, and you would see like, oh, it's a cat. And they also came with like little shirts. This one doesn't have a shirt. My one on the shelf does. Just such a fun little line. So this pet is definitely by far like one of my most favorite plushes. It's just so soft, pink, and in just beautiful condition, considering it was like floating in the land of Goodwill outlets for who knows how long. I really love this thing and I'm so happy to have it. So this next plush is a bizarre little creature called a Brush-a-Loves. They're kind of like part bear in a way, but they have these really long tails that has this strange looking thing on the end. This is actually a brush because you're supposed to use it to brush their hair and to kind of like curl it. And then they also have a mirror hand, which is very cool. And then this other hand is supposed to be a powder puff. So they can kind of like, you know, freshen you up, and you can look in the mirror and you can brush your hair with their tail. Really cute little toy line. I really love these things. So this Brush-a-Love has a really neat design. It has all this little rainbow fabric on it. Isn't it so darling? So the tag is long since gone, but I believe this was made in the late 80s. I'm 99% sure it was like 88 or 89 that this was made. Super cute toy, very fun. I'm hoping to get more of these because I really love Brush-a-Loves. They're just so like unusual and different, and just like, what a cool little critter. So our next toy here is a Care Bears Environmental Friends, and you might notice I really love pink, so a lot of the things you guys see in this video might be super pink. So this is a Care Bears Environmental Friends. They were made in, I don't know because the tag is gone, but I know these are from the early 90s. I just love the design this bear has, and of course there's like a bunch of little pieces of the stuffing sticking through, but I just love the coloring of like the eyeshadow and the nose. I just think she's seriously so cool. There are some people that don't really like these Environmental Friends because they're like such a unique look for a Care Bear. Like they just look so unusual, but I think they're really cute and I really love these. So next up is my 1993 puppy surprise, and I'm sorry ahead of time that my camera's like not focusing on the toys. I'm trying to fix that. So this is a 1993 puppy surprise, like I said, and she is so darn cute. So she's like this perfect cotton candy pink all over. Her face is super adorable. I mean, the puppy surprises of today, like, don't even compare to these ones. They were so beautifully made. She is so incredibly soft, like, oh my gosh. And she has a really cute little lavender collar that I like. So this one does have one little baby who I think has seen better days. So here's her little baby, and I believe it's the kind that has the color change eyes. But I don't know how well they're really working anymore. It looks like someone like wore away that whenever they were playing with them, so that's a shame. But she's still really cute, so I just kind of have her live inside her mommy, which is kind of weird, but whatever. So next up is my Doodle Bear from 1994, and I wanted to make sure that I shared this one in a video because I'm sure it's quite nostalgic to many of you. So this is my Doodle Bear, and I can remember how much I absolutely loved my Doodle Bear. It was one of my most favorite Christmas presents ever. They were just so fun. So Doodle Bear has like these pants right here that you could put pens in, and then you just draw away. So whenever I washed this one, its tag was completely destroyed, which is such a bummer. Like, that has never really happened to me before. Like, I used cold water and everything, but the tag was completely destroyed. But this was, I believe, the 1994 Doodle Bear. Super cute. I really love this one, and I just wanted to share it for the sake of nostalgia. I have lots more plushes, and if you're new around here, check me out on Instagram at HeatherSparklesYT so you can see my plushes. I tend to spam those more than anything because I love my vintage plushie collection. Alright, so let's move on to the next thing. So this next item gets quite a bit of love on my Instagram, and a lot of people actually went out and got one because they saw my post and they totally fell in love with it, and I can see why, because this is such a stunning piece. So this is a Moose Mountain carousel, if my camera will cooperate. There we go. And this one was made in 1999, so between 97 and 99 they had like a few different models they made. I'm not gonna play the music because, well, first of all, it's broken, but I did figure out how to get it to play music, and second of all, don't want to risk a copyright strike. Not sure if I would over like a music box, but you just never know. But this piece is absolutely gorgeous. It has all these beautiful pastel horses on it. And then at the bottom here, you can open this. This one is really hard to open for some reason, but I almost got it. Almost got it. There we go. Come on, thumb. Come on, thumb. Ta-da! And then it's a little jewelry box too, so that's super cute. I really love these. Once again, these are called Moose Mountain carousels. It says music and motion, so hopefully that will help you guys figure out like how to get one of these. I've been having good luck finding these at thrift stores. I got both of mine at a thrift store, so just go check at the toy aisle or the wares, I guess, and maybe you will find one. And this one's getting dusty, so I better clean that before it goes back on the shelf. So here is another one of my favorite toys. This is my Cupcake Dolls playset. It's like a kitchen playset, but I'm missing quite a few pieces. But I just want to show you guys the cake. This is like so darn cute. So if you're into like fairy cake and stuff, you're probably gonna love this. And why is my camera like not focusing? There we go. So here is the playset from the outside. Here's how it looks on top. It's so adorable. It has like all these little like star and heart candies on it. And there's like a little wafer cookie in there. It's like part ice cream, part cake. It's such a cute piece. Like, even if you're not into toys, but you just want to decorate your room like really cutesy, you might like this. It's just such a fun little piece to have. So basically whenever you open this, it like transforms into a whole kitchen, but I'm not gonna be doing that right now. So I'm not sure if this next one counts as a toy, but it kind of is. So this is my 90s Barbie caboodle, and I am like obsessed. It is so cute. I have been wanting this piece for my collection for a very long time now. So here is the caboodle. It is so magical. It has the Caboodles logo right there, the vintage Caboodles logo. And then it says Barbie for girls, which now Barbie's for everybody, but that was just their logo back then. And then there's a really pretty Barbie sticker in the middle. And then you open this like so. And ta-da, it's full of My Little Pony brushes. There's like 2 trays that slide out, and then you have this main compartment in there. Caboodles are so useful for so many different things. And oh my goodness, when did this happen? Sorry, there's like a My Little Pony brush in here that's like all broken, like somebody chewed on it, and I never noticed it was in that bad of condition before. So next up we have Sky Dancers, something that most 90s girls had. They also had, I believe, dragonflies for boys, but let's be real, like most of us just played with whatever we wanted to anyways. So so this is the Pegasus launcher. I believe her name was Starburst, and she is absolutely amazing. Like, just such a pastel dream. Like, look at the hearts on the tail. Like, they don't make stuff like this for kids anymore. Like, just like the detail and love that went into this design, like you guys can probably see like why I collect this stuff, because it just isn't around anymore. Like, this is like a lost art. Like, it's so beautiful and magical. So basically you would twist this really hard and she would fly away, and for many kids it like flew into their mouths, broke teeth, some kid broke their nose, lost an eye, all kinds of things that I never experienced playing with these, and I'm highly accident prone, but for some reason I had a pretty fun childhood playing with these. I had the moon launcher, and I know I had one other one. I think it must have been the dolphin. I can't think of what else it could have been. I'm so sad I don't have that anymore, but hopefully one day I will have the moon launcher and the exact doll I had. So this next one was a pretty big splurge for me. This was the castle that I had as a kid. This is Star Castles. So basically they were kind of made to be like a Polly Pocket, but castles, which I guess was like really popular back then. These were made by Trendmaster. So if you ever look these up, like look up like Polly Pocket Castle, and they might show up. That's how I've had luck finding them. But it's like this amazing mermaid castle. At the time, I was really into watching The Little Mermaid, so I think that's probably how I ended up with one. There was also another castle I had that was lavender, and it was a By the Sea castle. So I'm really trying to get that one, but I do have all the pieces to this. I bought it absolutely complete. The pieces are up on my Star Castle shelf, and I highly recommend these. They're such great pieces. It's just so hard to find them in good condition now because the towers break very easily. They're quite fragile. They discolor over time. So I feel very lucky to have this absolutely perfect castle, and it really brings me back to my childhood. So I'm happy to finally have this little treasure home with me. So next up, we have a few of my favorite Mattel Little Pretties. A lot of people think that these were made by Hasbro to go with My Little Pony, but that is not the case. These were made by Mattel because Mattel was like competing with Hasbro and like following the trends, and the trends back then were like little vinyl toys with little symbols on them. So this is one of my favorite kitties. I still need to like work on her hair, This one has a cute little ice cream on her. Isn't she so adorable? I really love her. Unfortunately, I don't have everyone's names memorized yet, but this was a really fun little trade with a friend. I think that's probably my favorite kitty that I own because I just really love her pose. So the little pretties also came out with little puppies. So this one's name is Melody, and this is the one that I had as a kid. I actually used to have 2 of these, and I had them up until like my teens or something, and then it somehow vanished. So I was really excited to get another one of these. She was my absolute favorite whenever I was a kid, and mine had like the most perfect big beautiful spiral curls. Like, they were crazy. So I need to recurl her hair to try to like bring that back, but I mean, the one I had, her curls were just stunning. Here's another one that I still need to work on a little bit. So I believe this one's name is Sweetly, and she has a little piece of cake on her. I wanted her for the longest time because she has half pink, half lavender hair, and I just think she's seriously so adorable and just so different. So I have quite a few of those Mattel Little Pretties, so if you want to check those out, I do have a toy collection tour video if you haven't seen it yet. So speaking of Polly Pockets, I actually have quite a few over there, but I didn't want to like bring everything off of my shelves for this video. So this is one of the fairy Polly Pockets. I believe it's called the Fairy Wishing World, and this was made in 1992 by Bluebird Toys. And it's seriously like the cutest. So Polly Pockets are honestly probably my most favorite toy line ever, and I don't really have many of the vintage ones, and I'm really like trying to slowly build up that collection, but they can get like really expensive, like, oh my goodness. But this one I got for a really good price. It was just a lucky online purchase. It doesn't come with the fairy, and it needed a little bit of cleaning, but overall it's pretty nice. The background there is kind of like cracking a little bit, so I'm just taking really good care of it. But I just love it because it's like this cloud scene inside of a star, and it's just so magical and really, really beautiful. So I love Polly Pockets. I don't know how I feel about the new ones yet that Mattel's coming out with. I mean, nothing compares to these, but wouldn't it be wonderful if they could somehow release an anniversary Polly for us? Like, wouldn't that be amazing? So next up is Sweet Secrets. They were basically like these little dolls that were in lockets. So there were like all kinds of little play sets that like unfolded into these little dolls that could interact with them. Like, they just had so many different things. So a funny story about this one, I started collecting vintage toys whenever I was, I don't know, maybe like 9 is about probably when I started. And like, I found this Sweet Secrets still in the packaging in some like older store back where I used to live, and I really regret ever opening it. But back then, like, I was really into Sailor Moon, so I would pretend these little lockets were like, you know, little magical girl items and stuff. So this used to have a wristband you could wear, and basically on the top here is the little doll in the locket. She like unfolds, and I don't want to like unfold her right now. So she can actually like pop off of here if you want to put a different doll on or whatever. So inside of this is your own personal little mirror, and there's a brush for you and a brush for the doll, which is just so cute. So basically, like, you would just wear this on your wrist. It was just a cute little thing. I really wish I at least had kept the original packaging. I was so silly to have opened that, considering it says this was made in 1986. But I'm really hoping to eventually get this on card again. I've seen a lot of them on eBay, so maybe someday when I can afford to splurge on something for the collection, I will have another one of these on card, because it's like haunted me that I ever opened this, but I'm glad I got to actually play with it as a kid. So next up we have My Little Pony. So if you haven't seen my collection yet, I have a couple shelves full of My Little Ponies. So I'm not really gonna feature all of my favorites in this video because I've already done a video about my favorite My Little Ponies, but here's like 2 that I absolutely love. So this is a Twinkle-Eyed Pony, and this one's name is Fizzy. She's quite popular, and there's a good reason for that, because she's seriously so cool. So cool, in fact, that my camera doesn't even want to focus on her. That's real nice, camera. Come on. There we go. So this is Fizzy, and she was one of my first ever My Little Ponies, and I've had her obviously since I was a kid, and I love her a lot, and she just means so much to me. And oh no, is that a bit of tail rust? Oh, I'll have to do a little maintenance on her to find out, but I really love her. She's just like a pony I'm very attached to because she's been with me through so much. Like, I love her, I've had her forever, and I'm never letting go of her. So this is one of the Brush and Grow princesses. They have these like amazing gemstones on their head, and this tinsel in their hair, and this really cute clip that says, "I love you." That's what this one says. Okay, I wasn't sure for a second. And basically their hair like grows, so you turn their neck and it makes their tail like go into their body. And then you like go like this, and then woo, look, their tail is so long now. So it's a fun solution to like cutting their hair. You just kind of pretend like, oh look, I'm cutting their hair. And then, uh-oh. There we go. Okay, I'm never doing that again because that's kind of scary. Like, I know these can break real easy because they're pretty old now. But I love the Brush and Grow princesses. They are seriously so fun, and their hair is so long. So now for some little toys my camera's probably not gonna want to focus on. I probably should have just had my camera set up on the table to like only look at the toys. That probably would have been better, but I just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys in the video as well today. So this is a new edition. This is a 1996 McDonald's toy from Littlest Pet Shop. Littlest Pet Shop was a bit different back then, and this one's seriously so cool. So this one is a tiger, and this is the one I had as a kid that I absolutely loved, and I was really excited to get this as a gift from a friend recently, and I'm very, very happy about it. And I also wanted to share these little cupcake doll pets. So I have the puppy here, and the cat has fallen on the floor, and I don't think my camera will want to focus on it. So you guys got a chance to see like a glimpse of at least this little guy. I need to sort that out with my camera. So finally, I had to share Shampoodle. If you guys have been here for a bit, you know how much I love Shampoodle. This was basically a bath toy from the early 90s, and it's seriously so darn cute. Like, so I still have to kind of clean up this one, but I will be doing a video with like a demonstration on how Shampoodle worked. Basically, you would fill it with like shampoo and like bath water and stuff, and you would squeeze its tummy, and then it would have like these big bubbles on its head. It was super cute. So we're gonna be testing out Shampoodle and seeing how that works, and I cannot wait for that. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to see that. All right, so that's about it for this video. I have so many other favorite toys that I can feature, but we're gonna save that for another time. If you're new here and you enjoyed this little taste about my collection, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And for everyone else, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you all so much. Hope to see you in my next one. Until then, stay you, stay magical, and I love you guys. Bye!